At this day and age, almost everyone has heard about him, or at the very least, we're familiar with his social networking site. But for those who don't know, Mark Zuckerberg is the CEO and founder of Facebook. His networking site alone has not only affected our social lives, but forever changed the landscape of media, business, marketing, and so much more. Given the global impact of Facebook, it's not surprising to know that Mr. Zuckerberg is one of the wealthiest people on Earth right now. The man has a net worth of over $97 billion US. Today, we'll be taking a look into how exactly he spends his seemingly endless supply of money. And let me tell you right now that high-fashion clothing is certainly not one of them. Anyway, before that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more tech-tastic videos like this one. An elite PR team. One way to make sure your product stays relevant is to keep promoting it, making sure that people know what it's all about, and protecting its name from would-be slanderers. This is where a bulk of his yearly income is put into. A personal PR team that consists of 12 select members that work day and night to maintain the brand. They're also in charge of his personal information, including photos, statements, and videos, as well as the comments and responses the people have for him. These people may also give advice to Mark, ranging from telling him what he can or can't post on his pages, and even to the clothes he can wear. An even more elite security detail. When you're a high profile as the creator of Facebook, there are going to be a lot of people going after you and your name. This is where Mark's high-class security team comes in. They're with him whenever he needs to go on a business trip, and sometimes even on vacations. Reports from Facebook say that he spends about $4.9 million for his security in 2016, and a collective $14.8 million from 2014 to 2016. And while these may seem a little excessive, he is both the face of the company and an irreplaceable asset, so we think that the expenses are more than justified. Flying solo. Having dipped his toes into a number of businesses worldwide, his schedule is more often than not packed with traveling to other countries for meetings, conferences, and even just a short vacation. And being the influential figure that he is, he of course travels in style via a private plane that not only takes him and his family on professional and personal trips, but also ensures his safety when traveling. These flights, though, do not come cheap, as Facebook has stated that these cost them about $871,000 in 2016 alone, or around $900,000 annually, not including the expenses of the trips themselves, since these price tags only cover the transportation costs and maintenance for his private plane. Fancy cars. You'd expect that someone who could earn what the typical American earns in a lifetime in less than 2 hours to have at least 1 or 2 Rolls-Royces or Ferraris, but the multi-billionaire actually prefers to drive around in something more down-to-earth. He's often seen inside cars that are priced in the $30,000, like an Acura TSX or a Volkswagen GTI, which he describes as safe, comfortable, and not ostentatious. These sentiments, however, do not extend to his home life, as we'll delve into next. Real estate. When Facebook was first starting out, Mark was only renting a place to live in and an office to work out of. But with their amazing rise to mainstream popularity and massive profits, he was able to move to the heart of Silicon Valley and even buy his own place, a mansion in California that cost $7 million. He also later bought the neighboring homes to give him and his family some amount of privacy, but was accused of attempting to build his own compound, so he only bought the 2 homes beside his. His real estate ventures don't end within the valley, though, as he has been reported to have more properties to his name, like a sugarcane plantation and a beach valued at around $100 million, a 4-bedroom home in San Francisco for $10 million, and a home in New York for $22.3 million. Philanthropy. Mark has never been shy about donating his massive wealth to those in need, making sizable donations to charity and foundations dedicated to the improvement of education, medicine, and technology. In 2015, he gave $100 million to hopefully improve the public school system of Newark, New Jersey, and although it didn't have as strong an impact as they had intended, with the students continuing to perform poorly in some subjects, it is still a step in the right direction as they raise their overall scores. They've also donated upwards of $5 million to provide assistance to teachers and help them become homeowners inside the pricey homes of the Silicon Valley. If the teachers sell the homes they buy, 25% of their profit as more funds to help other teachers later on. Buying out the competition. Who says money can't solve your problems? Rather than directly compete with other brands, the executives at Facebook would rather buy out companies that would pose a threat to it. One example of this would be Instagram, which they bought for $1 billion when they felt it was gaining more popularity in some circles than Facebook. WhatsApp was also bought by them in 2014 for $19 billion. which Mark has since left untouched, simply letting it grow under its name. Virtual reality. Virtual reality has been touted as the next big thing for quite some time now, with virtual reality headsets and augmented reality application being developed left and right. And even though it hasn't quite caught on with the mainstream audience, it's undeniably a worthwhile investment at the moment. So naturally, Mark bought out a VR technology firm called Oculus in 2014 for $2 billion. Far beyond its earning potentials, he seems intrigued by its implications on the modern world, saying that it, quote, enables you to experience the impossible, end quote. Free internet. The dream of a universally free internet service is one shared by people all over the world, and it seems that Mark Zuckerberg has already put into motion a plan that may turn his dream into a reality. He has recently been reported to have put a large amount of money into a partnership backed by Facebook to make internet access a universal right. Appropriately named Internet.org, his project aims to provide free internet to even remote areas through a combination of satellites, lasers, and drones, and he believes that every person should have access to a basic internet connection. T-shirts. Probably not the thing you were expecting to be on this list, but Mark's signature plain gray t-shirts have more to them than meets the eye. He revealed that the simplicity in his wardrobe is because of his need to be efficient, especially in his morning routine. Mark claims that having a signature look eliminates the need to look around for and decide on an outfit every morning, freeing up more time and brain power on more important things. The shirts themselves too are worth a lot more than they look, reportedly reaching prices of up to $400 per piece as they come from a designer brand. An interesting fact about this is that a fashion designer was actually inspired by the drab clothing to create a cheaper replica of it, selling them to people and giving the proceeds to the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, a foundation that provides funding for engineering, development, and research projects. So what do you think? If you think we missed any items, or if you have any suggestions for our next video, feel free to leave a comment down below. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe with the notification bell to get more tech-tastic videos just like this one.